discuss the calculation of is book profits and check the knowledge. I have already discussed is section 14 clause B. I have already discussed in the if you have a partnership deed, that what will be completion. I have already discussed these parameters in residential status of a firm, and if a firm complete to section fulfill the conditions section 184, and if firm does not fulfill the condition of section 184, then what will be I have already discussed if you fulfill section 184 and for conditions I have already discussed, and firms does not fulfill the condition of section it will be discussed section in the 185, and assessment when the of a section 84 not complete, and what will be interest to parameter remunerations of the partners under the section 14 clause B. I have already discussed. Uh, Now I will be check again the knowledge of a uh, person if have all terms and conditions. Here is 7 problem. I will be discuss one by one problem and what will be probable answer. First is problem is interest on a partner is capital taxable. As per section 28 income tax 1961, business partner will be subject to taxation on the interest earned on capital. It means income generated from the investment interest will be taxable under the profit and gain from business or profession. If a partner's capitals we receive any interest, this interest will be taxable under the under section 28. Second problem is, can sleeping partner get a salary? It is possible, not possible. We have already discussed the partnership deed and types of partners and managers. Sleeping partner exclusively contribute investments to a business or do not participate in a administrative or managerial task. It means if a partner is only for on paper and he contributes the capital, he not enroll in the administrative and managerial task. It is working partner who assume responsibilities for the daily operations of the firms, a partnership firm. Sleeping partners do not receive a salary and they receive a share of profit derived from the business. The distribution of such profit is based on each partner's respective share in the business. And third question is, I have already discussed if a partner, it will be sleeping partners can take a salary. No, he cannot take a salary. He will be receive any share of the profit, any firm and organization. Now, third question, it is it mandatory to pay remuneration to the partner? Remunerations from a firm is applicable only to working partner. It means here is clearly, if you are working, then you can get in the remuneration. And a partner who involved in the actively manage the affairs of the firm partially or entirely. It means the part-time or full-time. Non-individual partners such as companies are not considered working partners and thus are not eligible for remuneration. It means here it is clear if you working in a firm as a partner, you will be involved physically and managerial tasks. If you can take the remunerations. If you are not enrolled, you cannot claim for a remuneration. It is clear. Next question: is it mandatory for a partnership firm to pay interest on a partner's capital? No, it is not mandatory for a partnership firm to pay interest on a partner's capital. If interest is paid, it is treated as a deductible expenses for the firm while computing its taxable income. Here is clear if a partner receives in a capital of a firm, if interest is paid, it is treated as a deductible expense for when you calculate the taxable income in a firm. And now next question. Section 40B applicable to LLP. Here it is clear. We have already is section 40B applicable to LLP, limited liabilities partnership. Right answer is no. Section 40B is not applicable to LLP. Section 40B applicable only partnership firms, and partnership firms already divided into two parts. One is LLP and second is UL. It is clear. Next question is can a partner claim deduction on interest paid by the firm on partner's capital in his/her individual tax return? Here is the right answer. A partner cannot claim deduction on interest paid by the firm on a partner's capital in his/her individual tax return. The deduction is available only to the partnership firms while calculating its taxable income. And next question is what is the difference between salary and remuneration? I think it will be more clear when you study of the salary. What is the meaning of salary, remunerations, and commission? Just I am giving to here is only overview and what is the difference between salary and remuneration. Remuneration is specifically reserved for working partners in a firm who actively participate in managing its affairs. It means if you are working in a partnership firm, it will be if you will be properly actively in a management and affairs also. They are involved partially or fully. It means here you are involving in a part-time and full-time. These working partners are entitled to receive remuneration. It means it is here clear. If you are working in a firm, you can claim for and you can receive the remuneration. Non-individual partners like companies do not fall under the category of working partners and therefore are not eligible to receive remuneration. Non-individual partners like companies do not fall under the category of working partners and therefore are not eligible to receive remuneration. I think salary, if you are working, you will be appointed. You can claim for the salary, and remuneration will be only for you will be involved in the affair and managing activity. You can claim for the remunerations. And now is Next question is here is the for knowledge of and here I will be discussing for the what is the uh, and for the difference I think is I have already discussed here these parameters. Now I will be discuss and is calculation of book of profit. It is clearly I have discussed with you many discussions of the problems and in the seven problems, and I have suggested you some probable answer what will be included. You can write down as a assignment. You can add any terms and conditions as a partnership deeds, and it will be remunerations and salary and interest on taxable interest. If you are receiving interest, it will be taxable. Not all points I have already discussed with you. Now I will be discuss with you is the calculation of a book of profit. And now, what is the meaning of book of profit? It is net profit as shown in the profit and loss, which is computed according to the manner laid down in the chapter 40. We have already discussed that chapter. As increased by amount of remunerations paid to partners. Remuneration you are paid to partners, which is allowed as deduction in the profit and loss account when you calculating the book of profit. Now is 4 point is main. What will be include? I will be discussing the sample of book calculation of a book of profit. 4 points is main net profit as profit or loss account. Remuneration is already debited. Deduct interest if it is not deducted. Make adjustment for expenses as per section 28 to 44D. Now is a very important point is interest payable to partners. Now is I will be discuss here some for when to start the calculation of the book of profit. Then I will be discuss here is fully details if you are receiving the interest on capital, and this will be deduction not deductible and not deductible. Here is interest paid by a firm its partner. Interest paid by firm to its partners, section 40 clause B is concerned the following condition have been prescribed by the section 40B. I have already discussed, but I am defining again. Interest payable by a firm to its partners should be authorized as per partnership deed. I have already discussed the definition of partnership deed. Interest payable by a firm payable or pay a firm to its partners should not be a period falling period to the date of such partnership deed. The rate of interest payable to the partners shall not exceed 12% simple interest as per annum. Interest includes simple interest and not compounding interest. We are talking about the again and again word using of the interest, and interest is two types: the simple interest and compounding. Interest meaning here is the simple interest, not compound interest. In the simple interest will be at the rate of 12%, and but in compounding interest it will be increased month wise month. And partners representative capacity. Individual is a partner in a firm in a representative capacity. Sorry, on behalf and for the benefit of another person, and not his personal capacity, than interest paid by the firm to such individual in his personal capacity. Personal capacity to interest paid by the firm to such individual in in his personal capacity and not a representative party. Suppose I am a representative person, I am not a partner. Will not be subject to the condition and ceiling as per prescribed for disallowance. Now is we will be discussing the as per format of the calculation of a firm is calculation of book profit, profit and loss accounts as per information. We will be add remuneration to partners if debit in the profit and loss above, add interest paid to partners if debit to profit and loss account, and less 12% interest allowed as per under section 40B. Here interest will be only simple interest, then you calculate it will be book profit and it may be book loss. Here is the again this performance. So, here if you get the uh, gross total income, what will be deduction section 80C to 80U, then you receive the total income and this it will be taxable and will be then you can the profit it will be distributed among the partners. Now it is very important that is here is I have already is a partners a firm PFA, the partner shares total income will be exempted in the hands of will not be included in his total income. Total income of X partner shares in profit of firms as per partnership deed total profit of the firm. A partner's PFAs will not be taxed in respect of his share in the firm's income since the firm itself will be taxed as per separate entity at the rate of 30%. It will be taxed. Now it is very important when we I have already discussed the remunerations and what will be included and it will be definitions and I'm very sorry slide is missing. Now is I have already discussed the parameters and I will be right answer after the calculations. This is the profit and this is the same and but here the same is repeated this in right properly. Is the profit gain, business and professions and gross total income. And now is main parameters is the computation of income of partners. This will be calculation of and of a income of a remuneration of a firm, interest of remuneration as per deed, and interest for partnership firms share in the profit under section 10 clause 2A. Now again will be checked your knowledge and what will be right answer for the discussions and here very important is what will be right answer and what is the wrong answer. We have already discussed is as per discussions and here is a 2-3 question again. I will be check your knowledge about the calculations as per. Profit earned during the year by a partnership firm is 1,40,000. So the maximum amount of remuneration deductible from profit is 1,26,000, 1,40,000, 1,50,000 and 50,000. It is right answer is we have already discussed in remuneration 1,50,000. And second question is under the Income Tax Act 1961, partnership firm is chargeable to tax. As per we have already discussed is the 30%. Just last slide we discuss with you what is the 30 percentage and plus is higher education, health and education surcharge or ATM. ATM is also is 18%. I have already discussed. This right answer is A. 30% plus H and EC or A and T. And third question is under the Income Tax Act 1961, interest on capital received by a partner's firm and firm is chargeable under the head right profit and gains of the business and profession, income from other sources, capital gain, and none of the above. Here is capital gain not consider, and this here is the profit and gains of the business and the profession. Right answer is A. Here I have already discussed three, and I will be next slide will be a practical problem, and then will be discussed is the practical problem, and I will be discussing the many sections